Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality. I chose this name because we need to rewrite everything regarding our sciences and religions. Subscribe now so you can follow the shift in consciousness that we are experiencing. Until now, the science has been incapable to define what consciousness is. They are also wrong in believing that mathematics is the language of the universe. In previous episodes, I have been debunking some theories from many people about the consciousness and the so-called hard problem, which is not a problem at all. Almost everybody agrees that the energy is never destroyed, that it is only transformed. What they ignore is that consciousness, which I call the universal consciousness because it is everything, is the source of all energy, because they are many. We need to understand that consciousness and energy are not interchangeable because energy is produced by consciousness. Consciousness is in action. It's not a thing, therefore, it is not energy because energy is a thing. And consciousness produces all things, and what does appear to be no things. There are always waves of energy. The shifts we are going through consist also of a few waves: religion's wave, science wave, and of course the wave about beliefs. All these waves are occurring now, some for a longer time than others. That is why some people have been moving in a direction of, once again, addressing traumas. There are a lot of people that are addressing traumas at present. People that have already addressed many, not perhaps all, but many of their own issues and traumas have actually experienced becoming ill in a type of a joint creation with those people that are in mass either experiencing trauma or addressing it. We are still experiencing the COVID-19, what the science believes to be a new type. Can we get over it? Yes, that's a possibility, but as I've been expressing, the science wave will end when science acknowledges perception. The mechanism that I explained in episodes 5 and 6. I created this channel to support this shift. There are not many channels like mine, but it's a beginning. It doesn't require a lot of them, it only requires a few to begin to express change. But there are more and more people that are challenging the scientific community and the religions communities. Therefore, this is also prodding them into looking at how staunch they are, and how rigid they are. And in that, I would say that it's reminding them of different time frameworks in which other individuals have expressed new and different ideas that they didn't want to accept then either and that are now accepted directions. I would also say that another aspect of this is that it's beginning to have somewhat of a fallout with the mathematical community, which is even more rigid than the scientific community. Mathematicians believe that mathematics is a universal language, meaning that it is precisely literally that, universal. And it's not. In this dimension it is not always accurate, and this is evidence that they cannot ignore. They believe that it is a language that is universal, therefore, that they believe anything within our universe will understand the language. Which is incorrect. They believe that mathematics would be recognized as a language throughout our universe. Here I'm only speaking of our dimension, although now there are mathematicians that believe in the multiverse, which is actually simply another word for other dimensions. But in that, they believe that mathematics can be recognized and understood by any other beings throughout the entirety of our universe. That is incorrect. So, when we get to the stage where we are interacting with alien species, they might have different rules of mathematics. Or they might not have mathematics at all. We must understand that our dreams are real, they happen in a different or of the universal consciousness. This is the area I refer to as regional area number 2. Now remember, without experience, subjects are simply concepts. They're not real yet, until you give yourself an experience. Therefore, in that, this is another piece that lends itself to that subject of acceptance of difference. Because if you don't have an experience, it's difficult for you to understand someone else's experience, and it's difficult for you to accept the difference that they express.
My final recommendation is, don't deny the experiences of other people. These are their truths, these are their guidelines, their beliefs, which influence the creation of their realities.
If you want more information, just ask me, or buy my books at Amazon.com under my name Tomas Guevara Calderon. And course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel that is donations free.